On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Block. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for them. Tie game. They try to get the ball back, and they do.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about this guy called Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum, and they want to keep riding it.
Old Mo. Is that a true story? Or?
True story.
Oh, I love your pops. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 76 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Fairbairn lining up.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carried by the...
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Colts.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
43.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Texans' 8-yard line.
Here's Taylor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd down and 3. Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Number 17.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
1st down, Indianapolis.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 14. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. toward the pylon, caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
The extra point.
No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 29-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd down, block. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
For 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 36-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Colts 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First down, Indianapolis.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Recovered by Indianapolis.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. The 20. 10.
This is my
they will score a pick six for the Texans TV. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Colts 24. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
The 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run once more with Taylor. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Good. Makes the score Texans 42, Colts 24. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Colts.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And a Colts first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's going to use his legs here. Quickly completed to the right flat. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Complete to number 17. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down now. Lock. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40.
Oh, my
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the...
Complete to Jonathan Taylor. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to throw again. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just...
He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They'll run on 1st down. Block. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Watson now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fisher. And the Colts pick it up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is shoving onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Back now in Houston, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On first down, block. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Lock. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Lock. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point.
Partner, this running back's having a heck of a day on the ground. He just keeps punching it in and rushing for touchdown after touchdown.
Makes the score Texans 56, Colts 30.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Texans add on. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 63, Colts 30.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey,